Mind blown. Oh my god, the yard's so wet. It's rained since July. Ta-da! I think a bird just hit my drone. It's like it just gave up and crashed. How many times are you going to stall? This isn't going to work. So we are back the day after. The video has literally just gone live, I think. Oh god, nearly. Lucas put 6 ton in here because we are going to Dairy Tech tomorrow. So he's put 6 ton in here to fill it. So tomorrow he's with Katie. All he's got to do is empty it. And that's 6 ton. Not bad at all. Loads of room in there, yeah. Loads. Like I say, 6 ton in there. That is mad. So first problem of the day, I put PT on. I've just stalled this about 4 times. Okay, I'm going to try and put it on. I'm revving a bit higher. 460 at 6 ton. Oh, she's on! Hey, there we go. So this got loaded up about an hour ago. Settling like that, not good. So that's the only thing. I'll struggle just to do it right. Revs on there. Here we go. Does look big behind that for some reason. Even with a Keenan we'd struggle to get it in here, so it's just going to reverse it in there to feed it out. And I'll show you what problem we have with the troughs. Loads of room. This is the problem we have.
You've got to rev it up.
Yeah, to get it in. But then you can't rev it too hard because you'll let this in go out. This is our problem. If we got one, it has to extend. This isn't going to work. Just see how much mess there was a little bit left over from yesterday. Every day. That's before the cows kick it out. See, that wasn't too bad. I'm so glad we made this entrance bigger. Luke fed him yesterday, we were at Dairy Tech show and getting here better. And I think that one is a lot easier to get into. I missed this, we'll get it tomorrow. But still made a bit of a mess. With a little bit of grub in there. Not ideal at all. A lot of forking to do. Getting fuller than it was before. What weight are we on? 5.7. God, it's wet. That is it, sports fans. That is 6 ton. It's wet. Sorry. She is full. She is really full. What a day, eh? It's wet. So, I was on the phone to Jamie before. I've scraped up. Need to bed up. Scraped up clean, and I scraped that side because it was just rubbish. You see it's settled quite a bit, that's why it's stalled loads the other day. So what we're going to do is, he said, Tom, why did you turn around? Why didn't you just drive forward, reverse, drive forward again, drive out? And I thought, Jamie, that is a wonderful idea, and why don't I put all 6 ton out? But I don't really want to put the 6 ton out. I might do it another day, but I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do that today. I like to feed them fresh every time they come to milking. Don't know, it's just something that I like to do. I'm going to go up and down, drive out and drive around. This is crazy. I am crazy. I am mental. Mind blown. I've wiped the camera 1 billion times. Hopefully it'll stay on there. How many times are you going to stall? That's the question. Hey, it's stall! It's out. Looks like it's less food, which is weird. 4.4 out, and that side you can see I've just not nailed the consistency of how much grub to put out just yet. I've got that right. Right, I'm gonna bed up, and like I say, we'll see how the cows are feeding and eating on the Trilet. But yeah, it's a little bit lumpy. In the Keenan, it's like smooth, it's bang on, and it looks a lot better. It's like perfectly even. Here, Not so much, but I just didn't get the door right probably. So I just spun it like stink at 1,000 and she's flying around and we've only got 20 kilos left. That's the way to do it. The only problem with doing it that way is that the tractor is literally shaking. Can you see this? So the tractor is shaking, which is not a problem, it's fine. Bit of a ride, everyone likes a bit of a ride. Hey. The problem with that is that it needs to be in tortoise and 540 to start. So I just tried to start it with 4 ton in it, I think I had 4.7 in it, and it would just stall. It wouldn't start with it at all. So you need to put it in tortoise 540, stop it again, then put it in pair, and then put it in 1,000. So you change and you have to turn the PTO times. But I think you get a bit of a knack of it. Oh god, I'm going to hit the gate. Don't hit the gate. I didn't hit the gate. What you could do is change one of it when you get back in there because it's fluffed up. When it settles, it becomes really, really stiff to move it. That's the only issue. That was better. That was better, old girl. I do feel like it's messier. I don't like it being that messy. Yeah, it's a lot better, isn't it? Woo-wee. Empty. Definitely not mastered putting it out yet. It's very, very uneven. This, it got stuck, and then you can see up there. Like, look how uneven that is. I know it doesn't actually matter, but it's annoying. Heating up a bit, that vehicle. Come on, grab. Just told him to put it that way because the Selco's stuck on there. I hope that Selco comes off that. There we go, it's mixing off that as well. Which is good. I think it should be mixing off there now. You see that? It's getting left on the thing, but it's coming off now, which is good. So we've been spinning for around probably 3 minutes. Still got a bit of feed on there. It's just tidying up a little bit. You can just see that, it's just good.
Feeding last but the other way around.
Ah, right, yeah. So it's mixing
it on top, but it's mixing out while it's on the overs.
So you should be mixing the other way around. Should really try that tomorrow, maybe. Stuff they don't show on YouTube. Right, I've tried it my way. Did my way work? Did a little bit, but they were mixing. So I'm going to try it. Let's turn on. Hello. I'm trying it the Trilet way. We're going to put our grass in first, and then I'm going to put our straights in last. I'm going to put... I have left my drone on that conveyor belt. If that sets off for any reason, Tom, meaning me, will cry. So we're going to try to do the Trilet way. But what that means is we're going to load up with grass first, then my straights. Normally we put straights in, put the grass in and make it up to a number, so I'm going to work backwards, so it's blowing the mind. Hopefully it mixes it well. I'm going to put my Selco in straight away after my grass, first to the straights, then my meal, then my beet pulp, because you want the meal to mix the most, because it is the most expensive at over £300 a tonne. Very, very expensive. Do, that's what they say to do. So, right. Right, let's get it done.
I've been looking at you underneath this sky.
So, this is going to sound absolutely crazy. I wanted to finish all the grass out first. I think a bird just hit my drone. Genuinely. I'll show you in a minute. I am the king of breaking drones. I genuinely think I might need a spare drone for when stuff like this happens. But then you won't use it. Maybe there as well. So annoying. I'll show you in a minute. I'll just put this in. It's really annoying because it'd be perfect for this. It's really annoying because it's about £2.5 grand. Yes, I'm really annoyed, but I have no idea how it happened. It was on the floor there. It was in the sky there. It was on the floor there. It's like it just gave up and crashed. Oh, so annoying. So yeah, it's just that. Oh, that's how much grass we got in. That's it mixed, I think. The question is, do I brave it and put it on there? It would be a big brave. I think it'd be a stupid mistake. I think I'm gonna brave it. This would be a bad day if I brought my drone and GoPro in the same day. It's the most expensive day I've ever had in my life.
Don't go away. So just dance. Ain't nothing left to say. With the world we turn. Let the music play. I got this suspicion that you look perfect next to me. And you can call me crazy, baby, but I call it.
There we go. It has been mixing for probably 5 minutes. I'm gonna leave it mixing for a little bit. Wait for Katie just to finish scraping up, and then pick it out and see what it looks. I'm really annoyed about this. 280 quid last time. So annoying. If you want anyone to break a drone, it's this guy. Would have been really nice. The weather's good, the shot. Ugh!
You can turn me on a dime if you kindly place your hand in mine. I promise you.
Ta-da! Done. Right. I think I might have mastered the tub feeder, and that's a big word. A bit more even there. That we need some. These starlings are very annoying. The only thing I may is I'll have to do something a bit better to scare them next year. She's out. It looks like it's mixed it alright. I'll show you. So how you see if it's mixed it okay, yeah? I saw this on a YouTube video. Get a handful from the start, get a handful from the end, and see if you can tell the difference. To be fair, I don't think that's too bad at all. That's the start, and that's the end. I might have fallen out with the tub feeder a little bit over this weekend. That, you cannot argue with, is very good. And Jamie did say I can go forward and backwards. And the really good thing about that is, so when you drive it and there's no way avoiding it, that muck drives on that bit all the time. And that grass has gone knackered, hasn't it? We can all agree on that. I'm not going to eat it, cows aren't going to eat it. But when I go forward, all I do is have to reverse, bang, less muck on the tyres. That's a good point for the tub feeder. So that's the professional doing it. We've been doing it for just over a week now. He hasn't made that much of a mess at all, to be fair to him. Jamie and Mark are back. There's not much space there. So Jamie's trying to convince me. It's not messy, I agree, but it's a Friday, everyone's sober, and everyone's not tired. I tell you, I'd do that on a Sunday.
You hear that? He says everybody's sober because it's a Friday.
Those sober days. I spy, might lie, something beginning with K. Keenan. Oh my god, the yard's so wet. It's rained since July. So wet. I've kept them both on the tractors because it looks cool. That case is really cool. How big does this case look? Looks class, doesn't it? Yeah, Trilet is getting picked up today. It is a double auger, holds 6.5 ton compared to our Keenan, which is a 300, which holds about 4.5 ton. We've got 5.2 in it before. But
Yeah, but the mixed capacity, let's be honest with you, when you look at it, it's 4 ton or just under. So the advantage with the Trilet is being able to feed up for the milk cows with one load.
yeah, so at night you can load up, and in the morning you can just
run it out.
We like to feed them twice, so they're going back to fresh food. You can feed them all once and then just push it up. It's just our system.
It works reasonably well. I say reasonably well. In fact, it's a bloody good machine.
Yeah.
A bloody good machine. Keenan's, well, I've had Keenan's all my food mixing life. To me, I don't really think, if you don't have a lot of Keenan, the mixing quality is not a lot of difference.
Yeah.
The disadvantages with that for me is spewing it out, because you can't empty it without changing gearbox speeds and all that.
Good.
There's so many complications at the front end of that. When you've got it cross conveyors, and also you've got hydraulic motors, and it only needs to be caught on a serious pill or anything, and if it's out of line it don't work.
We caught the old Keenan shoot, we did it all the time. You see actually it's dropped now, just because I think it had some grub left in it, just pushes it open. We've caught it on like steels, you know, it sounds it sounds like getting that in troughs as well is hard on the conveyor. You see that spin near the bottom. It is very, very difficult to get it right. It is wasteful. You can get it right, but you've really got to think about it. Not every day you're going to be on it. You know, some days you're going to be tired, some days, but that is precise. The way it feeds out is a nice, lovely feed. I have mastered that. You just don't open the door as much and you slow down. Yep. It's just nice that you can open the door and feed out really fast, but for those extra 30 seconds that you're actually saving, you're better slowing down and putting it out just steadier, in my opinion.
If the same man's feeding all the time, that's as good a machine as that machine. Yeah. But the point is, when you say to someone, just jump on and feed the cows, that is the better machine.
Yeah, because it puts it out more even.
And all you have to do is put it in PTO, drop the flap, and away it goes. Open the door, and away it goes.
For us, there's always 3 people. Dad does a lot of the feeding, Luke does a lot of the feeding, I do a bit of the feeding. Yeah. Do you like that it does a 6.5 ton mix? That is a bit of a godsend. But on the smaller mixes, doesn't like it, does it?
Doesn't like it.
You've got to feed it above the augers to make it mix. Even if you put the grass in first and the meal in later, because the meal stays on the top of the augers. Yes, well, so you've got to have at least 2 ton in that to mix it. And sometimes we do the little loads, don't we?
We do. We 4 loads a day, on, off, loading up. In one group, I feed over the road. I only feed like a ton or so. That machine wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's the younger calves, the younger dairy heifers that we don't want to feed the high energy meal to, and then the beef stock we feed them to a different mix, so they like a bit of more higher protein to get them taller instead of fatter.
Yeah, so that really machine doesn't fit our system at the moment. If you've got a group of 50, 60 calves of that age, it would be fine, but it won't fit. So that's where the Keenan comes in to me. I think the Keenan, for our job and this farm, is a better machine.
Do you reckon?
It's horses for courses, really. Because the farm is set up for the Keenan, where we have troughs to feed instead of floor feeding. That feeds better in a trough. The simplicity.
That does feed better in a trough. That makes a mess in a trough. And the other thing I was talking about, not every day is going to be perfect. If you are missing a bit with this and it goes on the floor, you've got to go back and fork it in, because there's nothing more annoying than fresh grub on the floor.
Well, it's waste, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you run over it next day, think it doesn't matter, they're not going to eat it the same.
You run over it,
it's gone. So
what you can do with this, because Jamie did come round, the joys of going forwards and then reversing backwards, feeding out, driving out, that's lovely, that's nice. What you can do is called a C conveyor, apparently, so it kind of flips up, which is quite cool. Whole thing moves. It sounds very complicated to me, doesn't it? Yeah. But loads of options. You can get rid of this. I think this is, I was speaking to a mate and he said that was $5 extra. I've not actually talked to Jamie about money. I think these are about
40 plus.
40 plus, 50 plus. Below.
Yeah,
more than 40 and a half.
Depends. As soon as you start changing the spec on this, it adds thousands of pounds. Whereas your Keenan is a basic, good mixer, whatever. What we should look at now, we should consider the next size of Keenan up.
Yeah, or 2, if it fits.
If it fits. So there's one slightly bit bigger. It's just where the augers foot, the 320, but the 340 I think is a bigger machine, and it'll put 50% more in and mix it properly.
And you said it's only 6 inches wider.
Only 6 inches wider. Our biggest issue has always been getting in and out that barn, back shed, all the other stuff. You get in if you went straight down, and if you couldn't get in, I think to change 4 pillars in the barn, and as long as it fits into the trough.
Well, we were looking last year, it was last year, the year before, 18 months ago, we were looking at feeding on the floor and copying what we've done in the new shed. So A, that would save the trough situation, and B, that would save getting in as well.
Save getting in. I think that
would make sense for us now, because it's just a nice clean sheet. We're looking at putting the easy fix ones in, but then life got busy, and then the year after we obviously put the parlour in.
What we're doing is changing light for light.
It's not
The dry cows, they're not going to know the difference anyway. No. The troughs have been there a long time, and they are going to want renewing at some stage. So
what do you do? Rip them out and just put the feed in the floor job? Or?
Well, we're also milking a few more cows. There's more cows in that shed than we decided we started with. So we're milking more.
Milk more. Flooding the market. Really interesting about this and how it mixes. I have broken the drone. I've had to send it to Netherlands for the 2nd time in 3 months. I do think it is a class machine. I think it's great. It'll be interesting to see how much bigger the next Keenan is.
We've had a good demo with it. We all like it. However, it's not the machine for our farm, unfortunately. We'll get back to the Keenan. We might speak to Keenan again and say, look, we appreciate this. We're moving on. We're moving up. You know, what's the bigger machine like? Until we try it, we don't know.
This is genuinely all my fault because we're milking more cows. We should have sold some more heifers. We're milking even more. Like I don't know what to do, because obviously some of our heifers won't sell that well on market, and you don't want to get rid of your best ones all the time. So I'm kind of like umming and ahhing what to do. Sell your old cows. We're selling the old cows as well. I got rid of 2 cows last week, just giving shy 30 litres, just because we needed space. Do you know what I mean? I got rid of another cull cow. So what do? You know, the market's not just there. Maybe there's another market for our kind of cows. Anyway, that's a different discussion. We've got a million calves, animals everywhere. Horses for courses. This has its pluses, that has its pluses. They both have the negatives, but yeah, we get along with the Keenan pretty well as well. If you break that belt, I think that's 1,200 quid. I could be wrong with those numbers, but yeah, it's 1,200 quid to get that in, and then you've got to redo it. You know what I mean? If that doesn't run, you can't feed your cows. That is pretty much simple. It'll eat itself before it will die.
The more pipes you get and the more things that can go wrong, it hurts it.
Very old school, man. Luke absolutely loves their tub feeder, so that's another point as well. So that's interesting to know. He does love the tub feeder. Yeah, right. Dad's just squeezing through. Guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Our conclusion is we do like the Keenan. We're not going to change it. And the other thing, I have 4 years left on it. So
simplicity, I like.
That just has one advantage. Loading up at night and you're done, and that is a big advantage for me anyway, personally. We might just disagree on that one. It's just time, isn't it? And time is something I don't have a lot of. Which one do we prefer? Love you all. You're not alone. If you need to chat, just go chat.
Go green.
Go green. Right. Answer of the percent. Take a bit of an Ollie Blogs in the comment section. Answer the percent. Hope you're all feeling good. It's not raining. I'm feeling pretty happy. See you in a bit. And she is on. Ready to go. I am taking that off before anyone asks. I went through the sand over there.